We have a step in the right direction for adult use legalization in Israel. 7-Eleven appears to be bullying some cannabis dispensaries in Oklahoma, and another multi-state operator has made a big purchase. It's Tuesday, June 23rd, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up today, we have news that cannabis legalization in Israel has cleared its first hurdle. According to a Times of Israel report, a bill to legalize cannabis was approved by the Ministerial Committee for Legislation on Sunday, passing its first hurdle on the way to becoming law. The legislation will decriminalize the possession of up to 50 grams of cannabis, while fully legalizing the possession and consumption of up to 15 grams by individuals above the age of 21. If the bill becomes law, selling and purchasing cannabis for personal use will be legal for those above 21, and authorized shops will be allowed to sell cannabis product, though growing cannabis at home will be illegal. The legislation also outlined medical cannabis reform. Israel has taken steps in recent years to make medical cannabis available and is poised to become a major exporter of the crop. Recreational use of the drug remains illegal, though the Public Security Ministry partially decriminalized it in 2017, setting fines and treatment for initial offenders instead of criminal procedures. Next up, 7-Eleven is kicking out cannabis dispensaries after buying the building they do business in. 4 Oklahoma dispensaries are being forced from their locations by convenience store chain 7-Eleven Incorporated after the company bought buildings rented by the dispensary owners and have declined to renew their leases, KFOR reports. Starla Norwood, a registered nurse that runs Nurses Station Dispensary, said the company told her she needed to be out of her current location by the end of the month, giving her just 14 days notice. What we're hearing from 7-Eleven is they consider this a criminal activity and money laundering, and there are 300,000 Oklahomans with medical cards, and they seem to think their business is not important, Norwood to KFOR. Gale's dispensary owner Christian Oliver said he received no written notice and 7-Eleven didn't make any attempt at dialogue. He said the company does not want to lease to the cannabis industry. John Combis, owner of JKJ Processing Inc., called 7-Eleven's decision to force the dispensaries out with little notice utterly ridiculous. He told Oklahoma Chronic that company representatives said they're not for marijuana and they don't believe in it and would not be renewing any cannabis industry leases in buildings they own. Last up today, multi-state operator Jushi buys a Vireo grow facility in Pennsylvania for $37 million. Florida-based Jushi Holdings, a multi-state cannabis and hemp company, agreed to purchase Vireo Health International's grower-processor operations in Pennsylvania for $37 million. To fund the purchase, Jushi secured $15.25 million in debt financing that was led by insiders and existing shareholders. The acquisition involves the purchase of Pennsylvania Medical Solution, or PAMS, a licensed medical marijuana grower processor in Scranton owned by Vireo, an MSO based in Minneapolis. PAMS manufacture cannabis-based products in a 90,000 square foot co-located cultivation and processing facility. Vireo founder and CEO Kyle Kingsley said in a release, "This transaction secures Vireo's capital position for the foreseeable future and will enable us to comfortably execute our fiscal year 2020 operating strategy and begin generating positive cash flow in the first half of next year without requiring any additional capital infusions." And that was today's Buzz. For more stories like this, sign up and create a profile on TRICHOMES.com and join the cannabis community. Thanks again for listening, and be sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps others find the show. You can also keep up with TRICHOMES on all social media platforms and the TRICHOMES YouTube channel. My name is David Fortin. Take care.